Hey, how's it going? Bryant here. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a financial expert, licensed broker, fiduciary. I don't know what I'm talking about, and this is really for entertainment purposes only. And I don't want to give you guys information that might screw you guys over. And yeah, so that's basically the gist of. Whoa, okay. So I'm doing an unedited video. My friend Michael asked me a question. I want to know what it means when US dollar is worth more or less than other currencies and why that happens. So let's talk about let's give a general gist of it. So US dollar or USD, it's generally considered the reserve currency of the world currently. And there's a couple of factors. It could be government, supply of US dollar, the country's own economy. Can't even spell economy. Did I get that wrong? Or other various factors like what the wages and the living conditions or working conditions of the person in that economy. Well, that might not actually be untrue. So let me take that one back. But the basic gist of a currency's value is what other people value it as or globally perceive it as. So why is it that US dollar is worth more than an arbitrary country's currency? Like, for example, why was it that Zimbabwe had the whole inflation thing where $100 trillion was worth less than a penny of US dollar? You know, it wasn't even worth the paper that it was printed on, or how Venezuela has a inflation crisis as well, because there's multiple factors. There's the country's geopolitical stability, whether or not it's at war, can also be a factor. Whether or not that how that country's GDP is, and whether or not people are willing to borrow or use another country's currency as a reserve because they can count on being able to spend it. So now U.S. currency is not worth as much as, let's say, the Great Britain pound or the euro. So I think as of today, like the euro is worth more than US dollar or something like that, or the conversion with like Swiss francs, and that comes with the supply of the money, how much things cost in that country when you go there to purchase things, how much they value, and you're able to easily transact that money for goods, and what people in that country or anywhere decide what the currency is worth. So there's math, there's science, there's an artistic aspect of it. But I would say that if a country tree is just printing money and they don't produce anything and it's just being printed for the sake of being printed, and they're saying, okay, look, we just printed a gajillion dollars or a Google of dollars, whatever it is, then that country's currency is probably not going to be worth much. Whereas if a country, relative to their population, to their productivity, and what they do, and their political stability, and how much goods cost, might determine whether or not any particular country's money is worth more or less. And then there's whether or not there's like a debate as to whether or not countries devalue their currency, or intentionally or unintentionally, or restrict the supply, or have whatever lending policies. So anyway, that's just on top of my head, and I could be wrong about a lot of this, but I hope it answers your question, Michael. And thank you for your question, and I hope to do these videos for you again.